evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you joining us today's edition of Run at 100 webinar series, an initiative by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India Board of Studies Operation to celebrate excellence, ignite insight, and empower the next generation of financial professionals. Today's session is an exciting one and a truly essential skill in the modern financial world. This program is organized by Board of Studies Operation. Today we have an opportunity with us. We have today's distinguished speaker, CA Swapnabrata Das ji. I would like to thank the chairman of Board of Studies, CA Rohit Ruvatia ji. CA Rohit Ruvatia ji is an iconic Central Council member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and currently serving as a chairman of the Board of Studies Operation. Renowned for his visionary leadership, he holds the distinction of being one of the youngest ever managing committee member, regional council member, and central council member in the ICI's history. He has contributed for major initiative for inclusion of ICI's name in Guinness World Record. For the largest career counseling session, led impactful programs like Practice Ki Pathshala and the residential training for new COP holders. As a chairman, he continues to shape policy and method of practice for CA profession and aspiring students respectively. He is dedicated to students' empowerment. He is committed to modernizing CA education through digital platform, innovative learning methods, and industry-related training, making him a key force in redefining the futures of the chartered accountant profession. We also with us the Vice Chairman of Board of Studies Operations, CA Sanjeev Sangiji. CA Sanjeev Sangiji is a seasoned chartered accountant with over 26 years of experience, currently serving as the Vice Chairman of the Board of Studies Operation, ICAI. As a Central Council member, he is widely respected for his leadership in digital transformation, capacity building, and professional development. As a capable chartered accountant, he led impactful initiatives like UDAN and Voice of Demand. He has actively contributed to various ICI committee and hold key positions in profession and social organization. Known for his visionary approach, he is committed to empowering young professionals, enhancing auditor ethics, and strengthening ICAI's global presence through innovations and inclusive growth. My dear students, today we have an opportunity to have with us the renowned speaker, CA Swapnabrata Das ji. CA Swapnabrata Das ji is a fellow chartered accountant with over 19 years of professional experience in audit, consulting, and financial training. He is a registered valuer under IBBI and holds multiple postgraduate qualifications, including MCOM, PG diplomas, and certifications in finance and communication. He has trained over 1,000 professionals, served as a faculty for ICI and other institutes, and also led various audit, taxation, and project financing assignments. He is also the founder of Kevalya Siddhidham, a unique devotional and educational initiative in Odisha, and chairman of Shri Siddhi Vinayak Knowledge Enclave. Let's give him a warm welcome to CF Swapnabrata Das ji. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir, for such a warm welcome. And it is my privilege to present a very interesting topic on networking skills and building influence in professional circles. Really, it is a... Sir, I am audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Building influence in professional circles. Basically, it is very, very important in today's era, as Mridal sir said. Networking becomes the network for all professionals as of now, because through networking only we can build our brand, and it is the process and it is the step through which we can build a professional alignment throughout the world, and we can basically link ourselves with other colleagues and professionals to build our professional excellence and to bring some sort of developments in our professional day-to-day professional assignments. Now the time has gone where chartered accountants chartered accountants relate themselves to audit, accounting, and taxation works. But now, in this present era, chartered accountants have to have some 360-degree development not only in the area of accounts, taxation, but also in the area of finance, valuation, in the area of fraud detection, forensic audit, in the area of business development, entrepreneurship, etc. and etc. In fact, in the era of artificial intelligence, it is highly essential that we chartered accountants should build ourselves to meet the future challenges, to meet the future challenges related to technology, to develop ourselves as world class techno chartered accountants, or what we normally say, fintech professionals. Time has gone where we introduce ourselves just a chartered accountant or an audit professional. Time has really come to introduce ourselves as fintech professional or techno chartered accountants. Now, how is it possible? Because our profession is like this. When we join this institute, it is not that we are going to metros or we are going to big institutes having high standard infrastructures, having high standard tech labs where we can read, we can communicate with students, and we can build ourselves. In CA profession, what happens before the articleship, the students have to read at their own. Nowadays, they do not go to any private institution. Also, they are taking some pen drive and they are preparing for the examination exposure to this world where technology is grooming and developing like anything, so that they can communicate with their peers, they can communicate with their friends, and they can develop their communication skills. But the situation has tremendously changed during the last 4 or 5 years, where social networks have taken a lot of developmental steps, so that instead of the fact that we are preparing at our home in a remote area in India, but still network is available. So in such a scenario, the students during their preparation stage for the examination, they can expose themselves to such social media, to such network, to build their education excellence, to bring some sort of skill development within themselves. Now, why I am talking about all these things, let me clarify it. Today's topic, if you look into, today's topic is basically networking skills, building influence in professional circles. So building network in professional circles, when I say, so institute here is presenting a future for the chartered accountant students. After becoming chartered accountant or after introducing themselves in the industry as industry professionals or as independent professionals, how they can use their networking skill for their professional and personal development. That is the basic scope of this. So I'm not going into the education or academic part. I'm basically going into the future part of the chartered accountant students. Now, let me go in this way. Keep during the articleship, normally you work in a CA firm, you visit various clients' offices, you necessarily do the audit, taxation, and other allied works, and you build yourself as a professional. But after completing 2 years of articleship in new education scheme, what you will do, you will give the final examination, and after completing the final examination, you will go for different campus interview, and after completing the campus interview, you will join the industry. Suppose you want to become an independent professional, then obviously you will go for 1 year additional articleship, and thereafter you will start your profession. Now comes the interesting period when you complete your CA final examination and you expose yourself to the industry, or you go to the practice after completing 1 year of additional articleship. Now, these 2, 3, or 4 years are basically development period for chartered accountants. Those who have completed the CA final examinations and getting exposure in industry and practically thinking of a future in independent financial practice. Now, during this period, networking will play a major role. You can take networking as a very important part of your life, because through networking, you can develop your professional base, you can link yourself to the external world, and you can gain knowledge through this networking process. Now, this is one part. Second part, suppose we are experienced chartered accountants, we are doing CA and accounting works, say for last 10, 15 or 20 years, and we are in the same league of doing the traditional accounting and auditing work, but we want to come out of this and we want to do something new. We want to explore ourselves and we want to build our professional base through maybe entering into new professional opportunities by entering into new professional areas like this. In this case, what happens? Suppose I am residing in a state which is not so developed, and there are professionals who are staying in metros and those who have exposure to different areas. Now, in this situation, what you can do? You can network with people who are working in Mumbai, maybe in overseas, maybe in other areas, and you can get an exposure and you can get knowledge relating to what they are doing there and how they are building their professional base and how they are building their earning base. Now, see, in 2002, Institute built a platform for all the professionals where we can make the networking. But that did not work properly for last 15, 17 or 19 years. What was networking of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India? Then I will go to the basics of networking, what I have given in the presentation. In networking, Institute said the chartered accountants can make network with other chartered accountant firms for professional assignments. Suppose I am residing in Bhubaneswar, I get an assignment in Hyderabad. If I have network facilities with a professional or with a professional firm in Hyderabad, then I can basically network with him to get my work done in Hyderabad. But chartered accountant firms denied to make a conglomeration or make some sort of partnership, which was also restricted by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So that did not work properly during that time. But now what happens? Institute have brought a new concept, that is alliance concept. Now, what is this alliance concept? Let me tell you. In this alliance concept, what happens? And there is someone which working in Mumbai or Chennai or any other metros. Now, since Odisha is blooming, Odisha is developing, they are getting some big assignments. Okay. Now, if I will make the network, they will just give me the work. I will get the work done and will make the professional networking. But to some extent, it is also restricted by the professional code of conducts and ethics of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So, in professional alliance, what happens? You keep the audit assignments, accounting and auditing and assurance related services separate, and you make consultancy a separate work, financial consultancy a separate assignment. Now, for consultancy work, what you will do? For consultancy work, you can make an AOP, Association of Persons. What is an Association of Persons? Association of Persons means any person can be a member of Association of Persons. Now, the word person has a wider scope. An individual can be a person, a firm can be a person, a company can be a person. So, 2 or 3 chartered accountant firms, or maybe 4 or 5 chartered accountant firms can come together. They can form an association of person. Now, this association person can have its own registration. It can have its own PAN. It can have its own GST registration. And through this association of person, they can do the consultancy work. See how it is encouraging. It is encouraging to the aspect that the individual chartered accountant firms can do their audit works, maybe company audit, maybe tax audit, maybe GST audit, or any attestation or compliance related services at their own, as usual. They have their own individual identity, but these big firms can join hands together to form an association of person. Now, this association of person will be a separate entity having its own identity, having its own PAN, and through this association of person, they can do some consultancy work. वो consultancy work कर सकते हैं. Now, this can give a challenge to the big 4 firms. We are not going against the big 4 firms. Big 4 firms are doing excellent in their fields. Whole worldwide, they are doing the best. But what is our objective? As our Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, let India build its own big 4 or big 8 firms. Now, it is possible only through this association of person model. So I really salute Institute of Chartered Accountants of India it brought a biggest change to our profession through this alliance model. Now, the benefit of this alliance model come to the first time on this Chartered Accountant Day, that is July 1st, 2025, where three our homegrown chartered accountant firms, namely Kirtan and Pandit, Guru and Jena, and SS Kotari Mehta and Company, they did something big. What they did not merge. उन्होंने merge नहीं किया. They are firm as their own. जैसे कि कीर्तन एंड पंडित, गुरु एंड जेना, एस कोठारी मेहता एंड कंपनी, these three chartered accountant firms exist independently in the market. Now they joined hands under CA Alliance scheme. Under CA Alliance model, what they did, the ICI Alliance model can absolutely lead Indian CA firms to go global and compete with big four firms. So just joined hands together for all the consultancy related work. The consultancy related work may be related to valuation, may be related to forensic audit, may be related to the association of person may involve in other consultancy work like information security, related to IT audit, information security audit, and all these they can do under one umbrella, and that umbrella is the what association of person they have made. So this is a big change to our firm, which came in this year day, that is July 1st, 2025. So this is the basic thing where we are going for the future. So in future, we are not going to be isolated. Now Institute is planning that we can make advertisement, we can build our brand in different ways. Institute is planning a model in this regard also, so that our government's vision to build big four chartered accountant firms from India will come to true. Okay, ठीक है, ये सब हो जाएगा. All these things will be possible. But how to build such big four firms? इसको कैसे बनाएंगे? To build such big four firms, the first and foremost requirement is networking. So networking plays a major role where chartered accountant firms working in different platforms in different area of operations can come into one platform and provide consultancy related services. Now, what is networking? Let me first go to the networking, then how we can make the networking and how we can build the networking. We'll go to them one by one. First, networking. If you go to the slide 2, you will find that networking is the process of building and nurturing professional relationships to exchange information, advice, opportunities, and support. It is just about finding a job. It is not just about finding a job. It is about building mutually beneficial relationship that can help you grow in your career or industry. So networking means net and working. That means all working will be net off in one platform. That is called as networking. All workings. So I am not going to other professional works. I'm just focusing on our CA professions. So networking has two words. One is net and second is working. So what is our working? Our working is our professional assignments that we are doing on day-to-day basis. That is our working. Now, how to net this working? So 4 or 5 persons may come together and net their work and jointly deliver service to this universe or to this world. I am using the word universe because let's think of going beyond India and provide services throughout the world. Now, for networking, the first and foremost requirement is that big people or big service providing firms must come together and join hands. Now, how they can come together and join hands in this big world or in a country like India where 145 crores of people are residing, a big populated country. So in small countries, like suppose you go to the Canada, there is only 4 crore population. It is a big country, but there is only 4 crore population. If you go to UK, there is only 7 to 8 crore population. But India is a diverse country with 145 crore population, and we have to provide service to all these people. And there are several chartered accountant firms working in interiors, working in cities, working in metros, and working in big big platforms or big area of operations. and there are some small farms also. Now, suppose there is a proprietorship farm and there is a big farm. Now, the proprietorship farm is doing work and getting its remuneration properly, but it wants to grow, but it has not that much of scope because proprietorship farm has little access to bank audit, little access to public sector undertaking audit, and little access to other platforms. But big farms has their own benefits. They can go for the PSU audit. They can go for the bank audit. They can go for the panchayat audits. They can go for any type of audit on the basis of scoring. Now, what happens? These big farms have their major area of operation in big metros, but they are getting assignments from small cities or small panchayats. But it is practically difficult and it is not economy of scale to provide the service in small areas. Now, there are farms, proprietary farms, which are working in small areas and they are providing small jobs like small proprietorship audit, small partnership audit like this, but they want to grow. Now, these two people can join together by means of networking. But how is it possible? It is not the era of 2020 or 2000. It is not the era of 2000 or 2005 where there was no social media, where there was no other platforms, networking platforms to which you can come closer. But in this era, there is a big platform. That platform is social media platform. So we have to expose ourselves. In order to build networking skills, we have to expose ourselves. How we can expose ourselves? See, there is Facebook. We can have our own Facebook page. There is no restriction by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India to place your profile in the Facebook and present your areas of interest. Suppose you want to put some articles related to GST, income tax, or other area of operations in the Facebook. So you can, well, put it in your Facebook page. So you can build a Facebook page and day to day you can give some knowledge related articles on the Facebook so that the whole world, people from different areas can come and look into your WhatsApp, look into your Facebook page and identify you. Through this, you can build some sort of network in the global market. Then you can have your own WhatsApp channel. I'm not asking about your WhatsApp number. I'm talking about WhatsApp channel. You can build a WhatsApp channel where you can have your own subscribers. To the subscribers, instead of taking any fees, you can provide some sort of knowledge related articles in the WhatsApp channel and you can share it in different platforms. So people will know that, yes, this guy has very much knowledge in taxation, GST, in audit, and in addition to that, he has very much knowledge and exposure to finance related works. Through this, they can identify you. See, the first thing that is required that you should expose yourself, what you are. Let the others know it. Then there is another very important professional channel that is LinkedIn. So you can build your profile. While preparing the profile, you have to very much careful that what is your area of operation, where you are working, where you are interested, what type of networking you want to make with other professionals. You can build your profile in LinkedIn and you can put your profile in the LinkedIn. You can subscribe it or you can put it on free. So different professionals who are related to your own profession, they will come to know about your profiles. But just creating the profile is not enough. It is very, very important, friends, that we must understand. Just putting the profile is not enough. In addition to putting the profile, we have to give some sort of knowledge related. I am not asking about your social related or other unnecessary things to put in the social media. You just go some knowledge related articles. You just put what you are doing and what you are interested to do from time to time. When people request you through mail to get yourself a network with them, then you accept. You accept whenever they are giving you some request to accept their networking, you accept it. You go with some sort of communication with them on regular basis so that you can communicate, you can exchange your ideas, thoughts, virtues, values, knowledge with those persons from time to time. And slowly and steadily, you will come closer to them. And suppose there is a match between their area of interest and your area of interest, then definitely you can go for the networking. But one thing that you must understand, that you must recognize from the very beginning, we have to develop the art of giving. See, normally what happens when we look into a person or when we first get introduced with someone, we just think of how I can get assignment from this person. This is not good art. First of all, art of giving. First of all, you put your area of interest, you put your knowledge articles on the platform, you interact with those persons. Whenever you have some problems, you communicate, you try to resolve their problems. If they have some problems, suppose they are asking, I have lost the GST appeal. Now I want to make, I want to go to the GST tribunal को मैं जाना चाहता हूँ, but the tribunal is not open. How I can do this? Then you try to give a solution. Tribunal is not open, so there is a high court order, and that order says that just you pay the 10% of fees, and thereafter, when the tribunal will be open, you just apply for it. Just you share. When the person feel that yes, he is a person who has the art of giving, from whom I can get some sort of knowledge, some sort of work, and he is not demanding any money. He is generous. He is providing the services with his own interest. Then obviously he will put his interest on you. Suddenly what will happen, you will have some problems, maybe related to finance, maybe related to project finance or whatever it may be, and you do not have that much of access in that area. So you can put a problem to that person, and that person may give a solution to you. That person may be helpful to you. Through this exchange of information, through this exchange of services, you can build the networking. The third stage of networking is very, very important. Normally, what happens, we think we will go to the institute seminars, conferences just to get the CPE credit. We need 30 hours CP credit or whatever it may be, and we will go for the conference and seminars like this. But you should not think of this. Normally, what happens, I am genuinely speaking, there are around 20-30% chartered accountants who deposit the money, who go to the conference and seminar just for one day, and second day they miss the conference or seminar. They just think that I will go and I will get a CP credit of 12 hours. Institute is not conducting these seminars to get money or to provide CP credit to members. These seminars or conferences are for our knowledge development or knowledge building. This is one thing. Second thing is that this is a platform. These conferences, all India conferences, international conferences, or regional conferences, these are big platforms through which we chartered accountants can meet with our colleagues, with our friends, with our professional mates. जहां पे हम knowledge share कर सकते हैं. There are members who are coming from. So I am astonished that in Bhubaneswar national conferences, there are chartered accountants coming from Delhi, coming from Mumbai, coming from Tamil Nadu. Then I just communicate with them, and they say that we visit, we do not bound ourselves to attend the conferences only in our cities or only in our states. We go to other states, we go to Meghalaya, we just take some sort of visiting and some sort of interest in those areas, and we meet different chartered accountants. So what happens when we join the conferences, when we meet people, when we talk with all these professionals, in this case, what happens? Suddenly we know about their area of interest, our area of interest, their area of specialization, our area of specialization. We suppose we want to develop some sort of work in other areas. Suppose we are getting assignments or we have some leads in say other areas. So through these professionals, we can execute the work. It is not possible financially also or economically also to execute works in other states or other cities in some cases. So in such scenario, if we have professional networking in those areas, we just can have some sort of access and get the work done through the professionals. So networking is very, very important, not only from the point of view of not only from the point of view of just meeting people and exchanging knowledge, but from the point of view of developing economic excellence. Okay. Now, let me go to what are the networking skills. Networking skills or why the networking matters. Okay, networking matters. Networking matters because it opens job opportunities. The first thing is that networking opens job opportunities. How? See, suddenly in 2020 to 23, in my firm, during the tax audit, all my article assistants have completed their articleship training and they left. My accounting assistants who were working full time, suddenly he has some health problem and he left the job. So it was quite hard for me to get a good accountant for my office within a 2 or 3 days, because September 30 was the tax audit date. October 30, September, October, how much important they are. So suddenly it came to my mind, why not to put a job in LinkedIn? So I put a job requirement in LinkedIn that I need an accounting assistant. And believe me, within 2 days or 3 days, I got around 10 applicants. मेरे पास 10 accountants का profiles आ गया, and I appointed them on the basis of their experience. 3 accountants को मैंने appointment कर लिया. Within 2 or 3 days I got. Whether it was possible, I know during our time when we are taking the articleship, we are giving advertisement in newspapers, and it was quite hard to get good accountants at that time to get their profiles. But now LinkedIn has made this very much easy. So it is, I am talking from my point of view. You just think of the accounting assistants who are searching for the jobs, for good jobs, or for some quick jobs, or for some casual jobs. Now, if they have LinkedIn profiles, they will get the lead and they can contact those who have requirement. So it is a big platform where job aspirants and job providers can come together, and they can meet their requirements. So networking helps in getting the job opportunities. It gives access to mentorship and advice. That is also very, very important. It gives access to mentorship and advice. It helps you stay updated. ये आपको update रखता है networking. Builds your personal brand and professional visibility. जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा, suppose you have your Facebook page. Through your Facebook page, what you will do? See, there is some restrictions under Code of Conduct and Ethics. So you can do one page and you can do one social page, one professional page and one social page. In social page, you do post your all personal and social related works. And in your professional page, you can put articles, you can put updates in the Facebook. Now, instantly or initially, you may not get some likes, or you may not get some comments, or you may not get some sort of appreciation. But suddenly you will find that people are appreciating your message. Suppose there is a change in GST, there is a change in GST, or there is a new pronouncement by GST Council, or there is a new development in the area of in the professional areas or professional area of opportunities. Now you read it, you prepare the article, and you put it in the Facebook page. There are so many people who are looking for these updates and they are not getting it instantly. Suppose they are following you regularly, it will automatically go into them. Whenever they will open their Facebook page, it will go automatically to them because they are your followers. Now, when these followers get automatic updates from you, obviously a time will come through the comment section or through your mobile or WhatsApp channel, they will contact you. वो आपको contact करेंगे. Now, when you contact you, the networking will build up slowly. I'm not talking about client and chartered accountant relationship. It is not binding between client and chartered accountant relationship. In fact, you cannot procure client through the Facebook. It is against the Code of Conduct and Ethics. You will just put the articles and it will give benefit to several stakeholders. Now, some chartered accountants who are in need of expertise skill in that particular area where you are posting regularly, they will automatically come to your connection. वो automatically आपके connection में आएंगे. Now, this will automatically build some sort of relationship between you and your colleagues or your peers, professional peers. Now, automatically it builds your brand. ये आपका brand को भी value देता है. Automatically people try to recognize you because social media platform is a platform through which you can share your thoughts, values, and virtues, and through that sharing you can build your brand. So that is very, very important. Next is how to make professional connections. अब professional connections कैसे करेंगे? See, to start with, you cannot make professional connection विथ ए अननोन पर्सन इंस्टेंटली। कोई भी अननोन, जो भी लोग आपको पहचान वाले नहीं है, जिनको आप पहचानते नहीं है, उनके साथ आप इंस्टेंटली कोई पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप बिल्डअप नहीं कर सकते। तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट हु आर योर फ्रेंड्स। Suppose we 5 or 6 friends were doing chartered accountancy, and all of us are settled in different areas. Now I can search where my friends are, who is working in which area. Suppose someone is working in Big Four, someone is working in industry, and someone is doing some sort of training and development works, and someone is doing solely his own practice. Now these four people can come together. So this professional networking should start from first from known relationship. First start from known relationship, not from unknown relationship. Subsequently, you can go for other unknown relationship, but instantly you can start with your friends and your colleagues. Second is, जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा, attend industry events, go to conferences, seminars, meetups, वर्कशॉप्स। जैसे कि अभी एक एआई के ऊपर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहा है। इंस्टीट्यूट इज कंटिन्यूअसली ऑर्गेनाइजिंग वर्कशॉप्स ऑन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड हाउ इट इज हेल्पफुल टू चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स। हियर यू कैन जॉइन द प्रोग्राम। नाउ in this program you will come across several chartered accountants. You can work on artificial intelligence with them, उनके साथ आप मिलके वहां पे काम करोगे। एंड इन एडिशन टू दैट यू विल गेट द सीपीई क्रेडिट, आपको सीपीई क्रेडिट भी मिल जाएगा। सो इसका बेनिफिट ये है, इन दिस आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस वर्कशॉप you will come across professionals who are working in different areas, who have different exposures, and you can share knowledge. And subsequently, whenever there is assignment related requirement, you can connect subsequently with them to deliver knowledge related works. Then the next is यूज लिंक्डइन स्ट्रैटेजिकली। जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, यूज लिंक्डइन स्ट्रैटेजिकली, क्रिएट ए स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड अपडेटेड प्रोफाइल। लिंक्डइन में द फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट इज दैट put your professional photograph on the LinkedIn, give your area of expertise, give your knowledge, give your education, create a strong and updated profile, connect with people you have met. उसके बाद आप एक लिस्ट बनाओ, create a list that I have met these and these persons in all India conferences or in different platforms. So now I have their numbers. Now try to connect with them. इसका मतलब ये है, connect with people whom you know and connect whom you are intimate with, and connect with people you have met in different conferences and you have their visiting cards or whatever it may be. Now try to connect with them. Personalize your connection request. When you give connection request to any other professional, make it personalized, that you want to connect with him for this purpose. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं उसके साथ कोई सोशल रिलेशनशिप रखना चाहता हूं, कोई फ्रेंड रिलेशनशिप रखना चाहता हूं। सो यू हैव टू मेक हिम नो दैट आई एम ए प्रोफेशनल, आई वांट टू बिल्ड प्रोफेशनल कनेक्शन विथ यू, so that we can share professional consultancy work or services, and both of us will get mutual benefit. Mutual benefit is very, very important in case of networking. So in case of networking, we must give respect to the mutual relationship, and there must be mutual benefit. See, whenever there is mutual relationship, that brings mutual benefit. So respect to mutual relationship is first, and automatically we'll get the mutual benefit. Join relevant groups and engage in discussions. There are several groups, okay, in social media. So you join the groups so that whatever posting you are they are posting in their social network, you will get instantly, and you can comment them so that they will also reply, give you reply, and through this the networking will begin. Then I am going to the next, volunteer or join professional organizations. जैसे कि ले लो, Bhubaneswar Chartered Accountant Association is there. Similarly, there is another association, CA Odisha Association is there. So what happens? There are two types of interests that are put. One, you can join, they can join you on their own sumoto, or suppose you have given restrictions, they will give you a request to join. Now, do not hesitate to join your professional groups. Sometimes what we think, why to join? I have already in 4 or 5 organizations. We are chartered accountants or we are business associate professionals. So if there is any business associate organizations which has its own WhatsApp group, then why to hesitate in join that group? When you join that group, even in Gmail group also there, when you join such Gmail group or WhatsApp group, you get professional update and automatically the network is built up. Whatever problem you have, you can just put that on the group, and there are some members who can give the answer. And subsequently, when you go posting on the group, then automatically people will recognize you and your association with the group will build up. वो built up हो जाएगा. Practice informational interviews. Now, what is informational interviews? Suppose there is a professional and you think that networking with that professional will bring some sort of benefit for you. In that case, what will happen? You can fix a meeting with that person so that you can exchange your views, and that person will automatically know the meeting, not necessarily a physical meeting. You can go for Google Meet, you can go for Zoom Meet, or you can go for any video conferencing type of meet. Okay, so that person respond, then automatically your relationship will build up. Follow up and stay in touch. So it is very very important कि आपने तो मीटिंग कर लिया, डिस्कशन तो कर लिया, उसके बाद उसको भूल गया, उसके बाद उसके साथ बातचीत नहीं किया, तो दैट विल नॉट गिव द ट्रू रिजल्ट. You should have मतलब time to time touch up with that person. Even in social media, it is not that 10 दिन 15 दिन या फिर 10 महीने के बाद आप एक पोस्टिंग करोगे आप और आपको लगेगा कि मैं अपना ब्रांड को बिल्टअप कर दूंगा और मेरा नेटवर्किंग बिल्टअप हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. There should be a feedback system and there should be a continuous follow-up process. Now, some tips for successful networking. Successful networking के लिए some tips. Be curious, not transactional. Don't be materialistic. Materialistic is very, very important. It should be flawless, it should be generous, and it should be curious. You are building the relationship for mutual benefits, not for transactional benefit. That we must understand. Give before you ask. Do not ask for benefits. Don't be a beggar. Be a giver. Build the art of giving among the persons. Art of giving is very, very important. So if you share knowledges, updates through the networking channels, obviously your professional peers will get benefit from that and they will put interest on you. When you will make a call to them, then they will ask you, man, with whom I am talking? You will say that I am SB Das talking. Then they will recognize, अरे ये SB Das वो है जो continuously networking channel में post करता है and he is deliberately and generously providing update information to us. Why not to talk with this person? This person may be beneficial for us. Be authentic. Okay. People can tell when you are just networking versus genuinely connecting. See, it is very, very important. Networking versus genuinely connecting. Networking means for profit, for benefit, for financial benefits. You are making the networking. So when people think that this person is selfish and he is thinking about his own profit, they will not put that much of interest on him. But when you are generously connecting with them or genuinely connecting with them, then they will feel that, okay, this person is meeting us because he has some expertise and we have some expertise, so that we can share our knowledge with this person and that person can share their knowledge with persons, giving feedback, giving answers to professionals who have queries in social media like WhatsApp group or Gmail group. So importance of influence in professional circles once enhances your credibility and trust. People will know that this is a generous and genuine person. Improves career opportunities. In future, you will get definitely the opportunities. Enables you to drive change. So when you connect with people, idea generated. Isolated people think that they are everything, they know everything. But opened up people always get benefit from others because they always think of grabbing opportunities from the societies and grabbing knowledge from the societies. So knowledge is like an ocean. So there are tremendous opportunities to build up knowledge base, and networking is a very important. Networking plays a major role in building your knowledge base. Builds a stronger network increases your value in the organization. Power of networking, more than exchange cards. Networking is not just exchanging your cards. It is exchanging knowledge. It is exchanging emotions. It is exchanging views. It is exchanging ideas, thoughts. It is exchanging future next opportunities for both the partners. So it is not just exchanging cards. Creating meaningful relationships. See, ICAI has around 4 lakh members. And what ICAI says, we are a family. All these 4 lakh members are families. But how many family members you know? With how many family members we have networks? Why not just think of कि let us have only 1% relationship. 4 लाख में से अगर 1% भी हमारा हो गया, okay, so we have 4,000 networking members with whom we can regularly share knowledge, views, we can have professional expertise sharing, all these things. That is very, very important. Creating meaningful relationship, access to opportunities and knowledge, what we have already discussed. Developing a networking mindset. How to build a networking mindset? First requirement, as I already told you, build the art of giving, not art of taking. Build the art of giving. That is very, very important. Second is be genuine. Be genuine means genuine to yourself and genuine to others. Unless and until I am genuine to yourself, how I can become genuine to others? That is very, very important. So I should be genuine to my networking partners. So I should meet their requirements instead of asking them to meet my expectations. That is very, very important. Think long term. नेटवर्किंग इज नॉट ए शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोसेस. ऐसा नहीं है मैंने किसके साथ नेटवर्किंग टीम बिल्टअप कर दिया या फिर कोई नॉलेज शेयरिंग कर दिया और खत्म हो गया. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. Networking is a long-term process. It is a strategic decision. You can plan for a long-term professional relationship with your networking partners so that there is a mutual sharing of knowledge, mutual sharing of expertise, mutual sharing of skills. And in addition to that, emotion plays a major role. You should respect to their emotions. It is not just professional or business relationship. It is also a emotional relationship. That is also very, very important. It is very, very important to identify the right circles, chartered accountant groups, chartered accountant associations like this, industry institute जो conferences करता है या फिर events organize करता है. Try to attend as much events and conferences as possible, not just to grab the CPE credit, but to grab the knowledge, to meet with your professional colleagues, to build the relationship. Then online platforms, as I said, LinkedIn, X, Facebook, professional associations like ICAI, ओके हमारा इंस्टीट्यूट के जो एसोसिएशन है या फिर बिजनेस चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स लाइक दिस, ट्राई टू अटेंड देयर इवेंट्स, फंक्शंस एटसेट्रा एंड एटसेट्रा. मेकिंग ए स्ट्रॉन्ग फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन लास्ट लॉन्ग. whenever you meet a person, okay, for networking purposes, it is possible that initially you are not meeting him to build the networking. Initially you are meeting him just casually, you are there in the event or in any conference, you just come across that person and you are talking casually, but suddenly you find that he will be very beneficial to you for your networking or business development purposes. In such cases, what will happen? In such cases, your impression is very, very important. So whenever you meet professionals or you meet any other person from whom you can get some professional opportunities in future, you just think that he may be an opportunity factor for me. So present yourself professionally, because first impression lasts long. So you develop your professional etiquettes, you develop your business etiquettes, okay? Do not ask for any benefits from him. Just casually talk with him, share some emotions, share some friendly relations with him, and then you find out the opportunities. Don't meet him with a business opportunity instantly. Maintain positive body language. Positive body language is very, very important. Okay. So whenever you are meeting people, you should show that you are confident enough to meet the future challenges, to meet their expectations, and to solve the queries that they have in their mindset. That is very, very important. Okay. So it has two aspects. One, believe in yourself and believe in your knowledge. Unless and until you have belief in yourself, you cannot build belief for others. That is very, very important. And belief in yourself can be shown to others through perfect body language. Perfect body language is very, very important. Okay. Then active listening. Remember, my friends, we have 2 ears and one mouth. That necessarily mean that whatever we say, we must have the capability, we must have the patience to hear 2 times of that. जितना हम सुन रहे हैं उसका 50% ही हम बोलेंगे. Okay, listening skill is very very important. Sometimes what happens, we skip several opportunities or several things or several areas of knowledge simply due to the fact that in between we try talking and talking. Whenever a person is speaking, whenever a person or intellectual is speaking something, have patience, hear him quietly, try to grab knowledge from him. So normally what happens, the principle is that talk 50% what you hear. जितना आप सुन रहे हो उसका 50% आप बोलो. Then speak at events and host webinars. Now, generally speaking, if someone asks me to give a presentation, normally, sir, Mridul sir or Board of Studies Institute of Chartered Accountants of India initially said me, sir, give a presentation, PowerPoint presentation. But in ICI, MCS programs or in OS or IS knowledge sharing programs, when I go, I never go for presentation through PPT. मेरे पास PPT नहीं होता है. PPT बनाता हूं, लेकिन PPT अपने हिसाब से चलता है. ओके, मैं अपने हिसाब से प्रेजेंटेशन देता हूं. ओके, but whenever we get an opportunity, sir, I just take 1 or 2 minutes to conclude the session. Thereafter, we'll go for the question and answer. So, whenever you get an opportunity to give a talk in any events, don't miss that opportunities. Because when you talk in events, suppose events with 500 participants, with 1000 participants, I used to give presentation where participants are more than 500 or 1000. So in that case, people will identify that this person is talking and he is talking the genuine things. He is giving flawless presentations. Okay. So they will recognize you and that will build some sort of networking. Leveraging technology, that is very, very important. As I told you, future is artificial intelligence. Okay. So Artificial Intelligence Institute is continuously conducting program on artificial intelligence for professionals. Do not miss that opportunity. Whenever any conference or all India conference is going on and there is a topic on artificial intelligence, do not miss that. Try to grab as much knowledge as possible. And through that only you will come across to different participants and you will leverage the knowledge to technology. Be proactive, consistent, and helpful to others. Final thought, as I told in the very beginning, your network is your net worth. Dr. Galley said this, influence is built through trust, service, and visibility. That is very, very important. It was a short session of 45 minutes. I tried to give the presentation. Actually, what happens for today's last 2 hours or 3 hours, there was no electricity in our area. There was huge rain. But still, through mobile, I gave the presentation. It was quite hardship. But still, I think I meet your expectations.
Absolutely, absolutely, Das sir. Thank you so much for such a wonderful and a powerful session you delivered today. I'm very much impressed. It's really today after your session, I'll going to post LinkedIn and on my Facebook profile for sure.
Okay,
So,
thank you, sir.
deep insight over the matter. Sir, we have with us our connected our young professional chartered accountants and students also. They have sent me some questions. So I would like to ask one of the query, a very good query.
Okay,
A
sir.
student asks, what are the some common mistakes young professionals make while networking and how can they avoid them?
See, the basic problem for today's young professional is that they are not visualizing the future. That is very, very important. I'm just sharing one of my professional experience when I was taking interview for Google. Google के लिए मैं interview ले रहा था. Just
जी,
2 days before the interview, they have given me some standards, okay, or SOP, standard operating procedures for carrying on the interview and protocols. And they said me, before conducting the interview, you go through the social media and check how the candidate is in the social media platform. What is his behavior? See, that is very, very important. I was quite astonished, but I have to go through the social media. I was taking interview for around 21 or 22 candidates for 3 days continuously. And what basic thing I find in that case is that they become very casual while posting in social media. Let us recognize from the studentship itself why institute is conducting orientation and MCS programs. Institute is conducting orientation and MCS programs just to groom our students, because we have to compete with IIMs, we have to compete with IITs and IIMs after we become the chartered accountants. It is not that we are competing with ourselves only. So they get 2 years or 4 years exposure in industry, in the campus itself. They have very good communication skills. But in our case, what happens? We just have 15 days orientation program and 15 days MCS program. That are very well crafted programs, no doubt in that. But from that, we should learn that during the articleship and during our studentship also, we must be very much serious about the social media platform. Do not give unusual posts. Present yourself as a student of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And if you are already professional, just put your area of interest, knowledge, and expertise. And whenever you are going to social or family postings, you must be very much serious. That means just like a producer or just like a movie director, before giving the trailer, he make lot of edits. So before posting the photos or videos, try to give a look into the editing parts and have a visualization so that people will recognize you as a professional. That is very, very important. Don't be casual. Do not use unusual words or obscene words. Those are very much serious, because big corporates are really looking into your Facebook or your social media platforms before taking your interview. That is very, very essential.
So please, thank you. It is the time to conclude this session. Please over to moderator. Ridul Mehta ji, please concluding
Yes, thanks, sir. So thank you so much, Swapna Brat, sir. It's a great session. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this insightful session. As CS Swapnabrata Das ji rightly explained, the alliance model is a powerful initiative to help Indian chartered accountant firms to collaborate without losing independence. By pooling resources, sharing talent, and coming together under a common vision, we can now compete confidentially with the big fours, not just in the size, but in the quality and reach. But beyond firm level collaboration, Das sir also emphasized the power of individual branding and strategic networking. In today's digital world, where platforms like LinkedIn and professional Facebook groups are no longer optional, but they are essential tools for visibility and growth. As professional, we should regularly post academic content, articles, updates, and go through various notifications or circulars. But your one thoughtful post could become their source of learning and awareness. And when that happens consistently, you don't just share knowledge, you build trust, visibility, and meaningful professional connections. In short, building an alliance at the firm level and building a brand at the individual level go both hand in hand. That's how we grow as a professional and as a community. Let's carry this vision forward to collaborate, connect, and contribute. Thank you once again. Thank you, Das sir. Thank you, Singh Saab, for this valuable and a great session on networking. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you to faculty for the wonderful session and the moderator also. We also thank you to all dear students for their active participation in the session. So we also thank our chairman and vice chairman sir for taking this initiative. So thank you to all. Thanks,
Thanks
sir.
so much.